Hello dreamers, welcome back on my channel. Today a video that will be of absolutely no use for you. So surely a high percentage of you will abandon it now. It's a video to tell you that the channel has changed its name from this to this. Nice, I think it's a little more readable. What do you think? Of course, all the contents will remain the same. In fact, I hope to be able to bring more and more of it, but unfortunately the quantity does not match the quality, so there is always a compromise to work on. Like for example this short film I'm working on, that is Alone. It's taking me a lot of time for a few minutes of animation, but I want to try to raise the standard of animations in Rig here on Dreams more and more, and for this I need some time. If you are still watching the video, there will be a little preview at the end of my next work, which I hope will surprise you. I remind you to subscribe to the channel, comment, put like, hype from your smartphone, and what else? So what I'm talking about in today's video, we're focusing on the animated logo I created here on Dreams without using complex animation software like After Effects. I'll show you some tips that I used to create this animation, such as the frame rate, which, as you can see, is at 120 frames per second. But why did I use a frame rate that ultimately isn't very useful? Well, because it allows you to work with incredible fluidity, and the animations this way are simply incredible. For this project I worked alternating between 120 fps and 60 fps. This helped me a lot for the correct timing of the scene. With the 60 frames per second mode I could basically view the project as if it were in slow motion to highlight any problems in some of the animations since everything moves so quickly. The animation of the logo is really very simple, but I wanted something very dynamic, and these balls falling down from the sky were the basic idea. I then redesigned the logo on Procreate. But it looked very flat, so I decided that in addition to the color it also had to explode. So basically each letter is broken into pieces like a puzzle, and by hitting the balls on top these elements separate, creating this broken effect. Another detail that I liked to create is the shadows under the balls. I think this adds a lot of three-dimensionality to the scene. Now I will explain to you very simple how I made this addition. First thing, I'm going to duplicate the group that contains, for example, this red ball. Because the basic animation will be the same, but we'll have to make some small changes. To start with the HSB filter, I changed the tone to dark. For now it performs the same movement as the red ball. As you can see in the timeline, there are keyframes on the y-axis. In those points the bounces occur. So I start by deleting these two keyframes in the center. And as you can see, the shape now follows a straight line. What is still not right is the height, and its scale should be more squashed. Let's try to lower it to the starting point here, and I also lower it here, practically in correspondence with the shadow of the logo. The final position is fine, what I still have to work on is the height at the beginning, and the shape needs to be more squashed. I start by squashing the shape here and rotate it a little so that it's straight. It looks just like a shadow under the ball.
Wow!
Next step, I press and rotate at the end of the timeline. What's still not right is the height. Do you see where it bounces? At that point the shadow must be under the red ball, not in the middle. This will give it true three-dimensionality. And after several attempts, raising and lowering the shape at the beginning of the timeline, I succeeded. Do you see how it fits perfectly at the point where the ball hits the ground? With a little blur, we can get a really cool dynamic shadow. Today's video, as I told you at the beginning, was mainly used to present the new logo, and instead, if anyone wants a complete tutorial of this scene, write to me in the comments, and I try to bring it to you. In addition to the Elon project, I'm working on something else, and maybe some of you have already understood what it is, from one of my recent shorts. The priority for now is here, also because I am at 40% of the work at the moment. I still have some. The story is already complete with all the storyboards, but I still have to make some scenes, add the audio and refine everything. But let's talk about the future project, that is this one. It was born first of all as a technical challenge. The Jeep that you see here really has many more elements than, for example, the car that I used in Animind, not to mention the arrival of the plane. The challenge here will be demanding, especially if I want to try to make these two machines interact. For now there's only this scene in this project, but yes, it will definitely be part of the animal world, even if I still have to develop the story. So my advice is to continue following the channel. Thanks for your constant support, ask what you want in the comments, and for those who are not yet, subscribe to the channel.